Well, I'm back at the AC Ward and the Bennett field. Yesterday I was here and found the 1876 seated Liberty Quarter and the silver thimble. This morning I'm just trying to really concentrate on the area where the house was, and I got my first button signal. Well, I shouldn't say that. It was the first signal of the day that sounded like a button signal. I've got several signals yesterday that sound like buttons, but never found any. It's unusual because usually these old home sites, buttons are very numerous. And of course, I found my first button here. It ends up being broken. But it looks old. I don't see any writing on the back, and that means it predates 1820. So it's just, again, more promising evidence that there may be more things to find here. So I'm going to keep on crisscrossing the site here and really concentrating on the signals in between the iron. So, all right, I'm going to keep on going. Well, I finally eked out a 60 signal on the Garrett AT Pro here after about an hour on the second visit to the AC Ward homestead here. And well, most of the morning it's been scraps of sheet metal, pieces of lead. Well, I got my second thimble. This one's not solid silver like the one yesterday, but it is a nice little thimble here. Always happy to find a thimble as a relic of an old home site. So patience and diligence pays off. Just keep on sweeping and paying attention to those signals. And dig it all, man. Okay, another piece of a harmonica reed. The third one I found in 2 days. Could be all from the same harmonica, who knows. But yeah, this may be an episode of non-live digs at this rate. But still, I like documenting what I do, and whether it's boring or not, really doesn't matter to me, because it's just a documentation of my adventures, and I share it. If people think it's cool, then that's great. So anyways, just documenting the piece of harmonica reed. Well, I just got done saying how I wasn't going to do any live digs, or hadn't been doing any live digs, and here what you'll see is a live dig I was attempting, because I was getting a pretty decent signal, but part of the video I was taking to show you guys what the numbers were and what the sound was like, to indicate it was a really diggable signal for a live dig, I garbled that up somehow and the footage got lost. So anyways, that's gone. So this is just the setup to say, well, the reason I was digging this live dig is because I was getting a 78 VDI number, very solid signal, very coin-like. It could have been, an Indian head penny, and I've dug Indian head pennies with a less confident signal than this. So anyways, this is the setup for that. And as you'll see, it did not end up well. Oh, all right. Classic. The classic pull tab. Okay, well, that's about as much reality as you can get with metal detecting. It's the plight of every detectorist. And not to drag out and perpetuate a very boring metal detecting video here, at least this part of it. I show this because I want to show people who, maybe new to metal detecting, that this is what you run into when you have relics that sort of look and have a shape like a coin. I mean, this is the plight of all detectorists, is the infamous pull tab, because they always ring up really nice on any detector. So you're going to get a lot of them, but you just have to dig those signals. And I just want to show this is what you go through, and you're going to find a lot of these, but it's part of the reality. So anyways, moving on to better things. Still going between these rows of winter wheat here, very meticulously trying to sneak in between the iron signals. She's got a really nice 54, very tight, very close to the surface, and before I even had a chance to put down the detector, I see that it is right on the surface, and it is a button with a beautiful swirled pattern on it. So, that's very, very interesting. Always love to get the buttons, and it gives me more encouragement to keep on going. But I don't need a lot of encouragement, because I just like being out here and doing this, whether I find anything or not. And how can you beat this? Just got another tiny little button with an interesting something attached to the shank. It moves. It's not a thread, but I'll have to clean that up and take a closer look at that. Looks like a little cuff button. See how the thing moves? A little hook or something. Okay, keep on swinging. Well, how about that for a local relic? Old top of a Genesee beer can. And I'm about 2 miles east of the Genesee River. Well, there's the wrap up for visit number 2, AC Ward Homestead. Not many desirable targets today. Got a lot of iron relics. Looks like fairly modern farm stuff. Turn of the century, maybe, I don't know, mid-50s. Obviously very new. And of course the glass and the china. I might try to piece some of that together and see if I can make something a whole out of all the pieces I found. And of course I got some brass things and a part of a harmonica reed, the thimble, a little bullet, a button with a design, broken button, and a button with a little thing attached to the shank. Visit number 2 complete. That'll probably be it for me until the next plow, because I'm not getting much else out of here, so the soil needs to be turned again. See you next year, AC Ward.